Hi everybody, are your pots ready for the holidays? Today I am going to show you how to create a masterpiece out of this pot. Let's talk about the materials we will be using to create these awesome pots. First, I like to put in the centerpieces, which the two most iconic centerpieces are the red twig dogwood with the pop of red. It really stands out from the street. Another great centerpiece is the birch branches. You can either lay them across or stick them in the center of the pot as well. For the fillers, we love to install the princess pine. Then we have our iconic firs. And then we have the cedars, which offer a really great contrast when you look at the different greeneries. Lastly, let's talk about the eye candy of the pots. We have the sugar cones here, which you just need one or two of these to make your pot stand out. Then we also have the holly berry, which is a great addition with the red. It also stands out nicely. And last but not least, if you want your pots to shine a little bit, you could add a lantern with some twinkle lights or possibly even add an ornament as we get closer to the holidays. As we think about putting our materials together, we want to keep the 3 S's in mind: scale, style, and shine. First off, let's talk about scale. This planter is relatively small. So what we have done is we've pre-cut our red twig dogwoods and our birch branches to match the scale of this planter. Style. So we have a relatively traditional setting here. So in that case, we chose a very classic palette. Lastly, let's talk about shine, which you can add with glitter ornaments, or also we have kind of the twinkle lights, or you could find some really fun solar lanterns that are out there on the market. All right, now for the fun part in putting the pot together. First off, we're going to take our red twig dogwood and stick it in the center. Then we're going to start piecing in our greenery. First, I'll start with the fir, and then I'll add in the princess pine and then the cedar. Lastly, we will come in and layer in our winterberry and then add in our pine cones with the final touch of laying our birch branches across the pot. Now that we're done with our arrangement, let's talk about how do we preserve it. This particular pot was full of soil, so all you have to do is water the pot. The greens will soak up the water and they'll be good to go. Secondly, if you want to add an anti-desiccant to your arrangement, it will lock in the moisture on the greens. As we get closer to the holidays, if you feel like you need to spice up your pot, feel free to pull out the ornaments that we talked about. Thanks for joining me today. I hope I gave you some inspiration for your holiday containers.